Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am your host Christian Evanko, and today we're going to be reviewing Green Day's latest record, Saviors. So be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with a friend if you'd like to see more content like this on my channel. Also, speaking of my channel, I post covers every week. I post original music whenever the inspiration comes, so be sure to check that out. As a matter of fact, I'll place a link right up here to my cover of Green Day's Boulevard of Broken Dreams. So after this video, why don't you go check that one out? But for now, without further ado, let's jump into the review. Alright, track 1, The American Dream Is Killing Me. Right off the bat, I get classic Green Day vibes, kind of like a Know Your Enemy 21st century kind of breakdown type of thing. It's absolutely incredible. This is a hard-hitting track. It just punches you right out of the gates. It's filled with all of that classic Green Day undertext, political angst, strife within the people, the government coming down on them. Just so many great social commentaries that are clearly so true and accurate to this point in time. And of course, at the end of the day, it has that classic hard-hitting Green Day melody and beautiful B section where we hear about the people on the streets being, something and obsolete. It's just such a beautiful but yet powerful and tone-setting song. And I'm already in love with this record off the start, but we'll see where it goes from here. Alright guys, track 2, Look Ma, No Brains. Now I've known this song for a little while because it was, I believe, the first or second single, and from when I heard this song about a month and a half ago now, I've just been hooked. I mean, this song has all the trappings of classic, in-your-face, heart-pumping, pedal-to-the-metal, Green Day, aggressive punk rock. I love the lyrics in this song. Look Ma, I ain't got no brains. It's hilarious, but also, if you read the social and political undertext, very strong and powerful. I love the idea of having terminal vertigo. We just keep spinning and spinning, and Billy Joe is obviously commenting on that throughout the course of this record, and it's just so incredible. What a 1-2 punch to open the record up with. We're high-flying, we're rocking and rolling, and I cannot wait to hear this next song. Alright guys, track 3, Bobby Socks. I'm already in love. This album is absolutely incredible so far. Not only did we come out hitting hard, but now, and let me know in the comments if you agree, we're kind of getting some of that Bay Area Cali vibes with a more surf rock style track, and I absolutely love it. This song is chill when it needs to be, but it really punches hard on that chorus. Do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to be my boyfriend? That guitar solo almost harkens back to like Buddy Holly Weezer, but of course in that Billy Joe style. And wow, I mean, does Trey and Mike just know when to pull back and sort of let songwriting take precedent over their clear and obvious musical ability. Track 3, Bobby Socks, is probably my favorite song so far, but we're only 3 in, and I feel like I'm going to be saying that a lot more, so let's keep things moving with our Saviors album review. Vendetta is a friend of mine, but revenge is sweeter than wine. We're talking about the fourth track on this record, One-Eyed Bastard, and let me just say off the bat, while there's so much in this song that I appreciate, it's almost hardcore roots at times with that big brooding section. This one, I respect the artistry, I respect the experimentation. It certainly feels like Green Day in the modern era, right? Breaking away from that classic sound. It just wasn't for me. I guess that's what I'm getting at. Like, I don't hate it. Of course, we have that classic Green Day chorus. I started off quoting those lyrics, and don't get me wrong, I still really enjoyed this track. So far, this album has given me so much to love. But track 4, One-Eyed Bastard, is certainly the weakest of the ones that I've listened to so far. But with that said, let's keep things moving into the next song on this album review. Alright guys, track 5, Dilemma. And we're running out of fingers to do this with soon, so we'll probably stop that bit. But let me just say that this certainly feels like a modern Green Day song, kind of similar to my critique on track 4, One-Eyed Bastard. But this is the kind of modern Green Day that I absolutely love, right? It almost feels like a little bit of Billy Joe's writing from The Long Shot, kind of that 50s doo-wop-y chord progression, obviously just punked down and amplified, as Green Day likes to do, giving us that raw, punchy energy. And of course, Billy Joe talking about his past history, his very public history with alcohol, and he was sober, and now he's lost again. And it's a very passionate, emotional song, which starts off with a sweet acoustic intro and then just descends into rock and roll chaos in the best way possible. So yeah, this song brings me right back in, and I'm fully on board with Saviors at this point in the review. All right, track 6, 1981, and the diehard Green Day fan in me is freaking out right now because this is absolutely the type of song that I want to hear from Green Day in 2024. It's got such poppy pop punk roots. It definitely feels like it's modern Green Day, but it has so much of the old school powerhouse punk rock in your face Green Day with such a positive message. She's going to bang her head like it's 1981. It's just a fun tune. Like, I'm so excited for their summer tour, and I definitely want to try and go see them if I can. And I really hope they play a song like this when I'm at that concert, because this is exactly what I'm going to want to hear. What more do you want? You got Trey, Mike, and Billy just at their absolute best, rocking out and providing amazing punk rock riffs. Yeah, I'm locked in so far. This album rules. All right, guys, 7 songs in, and I can officially say it. Green Day are back, okay? As you guys have heard so far, not every song's been working for me, but most of the album is so far, especially this song, Goodnight, Adeline. Such a sweet, beautiful, powerhouse punk rock track with that classic pop punk solo, but not that generic kind of pop punk solo, right? It still has that Green Day. You can clearly tell it's Billy Joe playing guitar feel, and I love it. This song perfectly puts on display the harmony that we've come to love and know from Green Day, but it also has that classic songwriting structure, right? They're just taking simple chords, but then they add that kind of like minor note at the end of the progression, and that just somehow always separates them, right? They do the same thing everyone does, but because they've always been inventing it and defining it and redefining it, they excel, and this song is exactly what you want to hear as a Green Day fan. All right, guys, we're about halfway through this thing. Next up is track number 8, Coma City, and I think I just fell in love. This song has giant bellowing drums, an amazing guitar just scattered throughout the tune. I mean, the chorus is infectious and catchy enough, but then you have these guitar leads that just kind of come and go. And I almost feel like early punk rock roots here, like backup vocals, the likes of The Clash, and especially the Ramones, and the way that the band comes together on the chorus. Coma City is really nice. This song is awesome. I mean, of course, the subtext is there. Are we sleeping? Are we just letting all of this bad stuff happen to us? Or are we like sleepwalking through life? Typical amazing Green Day social commentary. But the thing that ties it all together for me, the thing that really sells this song, is the fact that it just feels anthemic in a way like I would remember an American Idiot B-side. So yeah, I'm loving this song so far. Track 9, Corvette Summer. We are using the cowbell, and I'm all for it. You know, this song speaks to my soul, right? Take me to the urgent care or the record store. You know, music heals everything, and this song absolutely is just, not that I wasn't already in a good mood, I'm loving this album so far, but this song I'm a big classic rock fan, and this song has so many amazing elements of classic rock, right? A nice giant chord progression, an amazing dueling guitar solo, kind of like a Boston type of thing, you know, so more than a feeling type of action. Really, Billy Joe showing, we know he's not like a Slash or anything, but the man can play, and he knows how to use his guitar playing ability, and it's always so well done, especially in this song. And Green Day's forever hinted at their love for classic rock and just larger than life productions, right? Look at American Idiot, look at 21st Century Breakdown. This song's no different. Corvette Summer is gonna be a summer anthem, and I cannot wait to listen to the rest of this record. All right, guys, 10 songs in, and this album is just about almost 10 for 10. I love this song so much, in fact, that I'm going to be posting an acoustic cover of this song right here on this channel. So if you guys already haven't, like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with a friend. And if you want to hear an extra exclusive Green Day song, hit the link down in the description to join my email list. If you guys sign up for my email list, you get a free monthly newsletter, which just keeps you up to date with everything I'm doing. But as a gift for joining, I'm going to be giving you guys a free cover, and it's going to be an exclusive Green Day track. So I hope you guys enjoy. But with that said, let's jump into the Suzie Chapsticks review. I love this song. Again, I hear those Cali vibes, but I also hear those sort of Billy Joe loving his musical history, classic rock, especially doo-wop, and the Everly Brothers album he did with Norah Jones a long time ago. I mean, that's classic 50s right there, and I hear that 50s, 1950s feel. It just has those sweet, soothing melodies, those chord progressions that almost feel endless, like they just keep going. But of course, typical Green Day style is on full display in this song, and I love it. I hope you guys love it too, and I hope you're enjoying this review. Let's move on to the next song. Let's keep this moving. Okay, yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Strange Days Are Here to Stay, track 11, and I'm getting major American Idiot vibes. I just feel so much that's reminiscent of lyrics like, it's not over till you're underground. You know, it just has that huge anthemic, powerful Green Day feel, but of course there's always that level of sophistication, that level of social commentary, which is just so quintessential to anything Green Day does that is as exceptional as this album has been so far. It has just like the pacing is perfect, you know, nothing feels rushed. You get to that climax of the song and it just ends on such a giant chord, bam, and we're just done. And I love it, man. This is a punchy, powerful anthem. Ain't it a kick in the head living in the 20s? We're talking about track 12 here, and this is one that kind of gives me like Father of All vibes. And if that was the case, then I think I would like it a little more than I do, because I also kind of get trilogy vibes, and I'm not really the biggest trilogy fan. Now, I love using that expression, ain't that a kick in the head. I love that classic punk rock, bluesy guitar solo that happens in this song, and I actually really enjoy Billy Joe's kind of like screechy rock and roll, almost like Roger Daltrey of The Who, or, you know, Dave Grohl style vocals. I do enjoy that, but I don't know, something about this one, I think just coming off that like Murderer's Row of amazing songs from like, you know, track 5 on until now, kind of brought the energy down a little bit, which is ironic because it is a more upbeat punk song. But hey, all in all, this is not going to taint the way I feel about this record. I'm still all in, so let's keep going and finish this review. Track 13, Father to a Son, and this is how you know that these guys are one of the greatest bands of all time. This song is perfectly placed. If there was ever a point in this record, a 15-song album, where you needed a beautiful, anthemic power ballad about the love of a father to a son and the promise that comes with that, it is in track 13, and it's done in the most Beatles-esque way. I mean, you hear those slide guitars that almost feel George Harrison-esque. You have that instrumentation, those light strings, which kind of feels like the newer Beatles song, the way that, you had the son of George Martin composing and adding just that light accompaniment, but without it, you know, the song would feel so empty. And of course, just Billy Joe being Billy Joe, crushing every aspect of this song. I might even do an acoustic cover of this one. Let me know in the comments if you'd like that. With that said, let's keep things moving. All right, guys, track 14, Saviors, and I've definitely become a believer. In this next era of Green Day, I am fully on board, but the irony is I didn't really care for this song. In fact, I think it's my least favorite of all the songs I've heard so far. These type of chord progressions that just kind of bounce back and forth on these kind of like almost enharmonic styles, meaning, what do I mean by enharmonic? Like, the melody is in front row and center. It's a little more about the aggression and cuttiness of the chords and more focused on the lyrics. I don't know. I think they've done this style of song better in the past, and so this one's not necessarily for me. Of course, the guitar solo was awesome. Of course, it sounds fantastic. You guys got Rob Cavallo on board, and you guys are incredible, so it's gonna be good. It's just not for me, but let's keep moving. Let's listen to this final track, and then we'll wrap this thing up with an overall review. All right, guys, there you have it. Track 15, Fancy Sauce. We're at the end of the album, and I gotta say, I absolutely love this song. We're back into that 21st century realm here with these like very sweet but built around those 50s chord progression anthem tracks. And I mean, this song has everything you want to end a record with. It's got highs, it's got lows, it's got an amazing guitar solo, a beautiful chorus. I love how they creep that harmony in the second time around of the chorus with the new lyrics introduced as well. It just kind of makes you feel like, wow, we're just continuing to ride up. And that's kind of how I felt the whole time listening through this album. But before we get there, I'll have my final thoughts in the final segment of this video coming up in just a minute. But track 15, absolutely love this tune, and what a pleasure it's been reviewing this album. So let's jump in to my final thoughts. All right, guys, so there you have it. This has been my review of Green Day's latest record, Saviors. And as you guys know, just giving you my final thoughts here, I really enjoyed this record. I think there was, maybe 3 songs, 2 of which that I really didn't care for that much, but I found something good in all of them. So even though there was only 3 songs that I necessarily didn't care for, I'm still going to listen to this album front to back. There are still no skips. This is still Green Day at their they're back, right? They have to be. I was going to say at their peak, but maybe they're going to be defining a new peak here. Green Day is back, everyone. What an amazing thing to say in 2024. It's just great to have just some good old rock and roll still thriving. So yeah, if you haven't heard this record, I highly suggest you go listen to it. Yeah, guys, like I said, I'm going to cover Suzie Chapstick. So if you want to see that video, subscribe, like, share this with a friend, and turn those notifications on so you don't miss anything that I post here. Also, join my newsletter. Go down the links below. This is completely free. It will cost you nothing. All it does is it's a way for me to keep you up to date. I post videos every week. I post shorts multiple times a day. The newsletter kind of recaps everything. And as a thank you for joining my email list, I'm going to give you guys a free cover, and it's an exclusive Green Day song, When I Come Around, Acoustic, the first song I ever learned how to sing and play, only for my email subscribers for free. So I hope you guys will come and join me there. With that said, thank you all so much for supporting the channel. We just recently crossed 1,000 subscribers and we're going strong. So let me just say, not a second goes by that I don't think about and I'm appreciative. So I just wanted to take a moment to thank you all. And yeah, I've been Christian Evanko. This has been my channel, and I will see you next week.